Engineering is great, but what if your true love is pure science? Let's crack the IIT JAM code in this explainer. We're going to take a super high energy journey today to completely transform your academic path. Let's get right into it. So, look, I got to ask you directly. Can BTech students really pivot to pure science? I know it's a massive fear. You're, 2, maybe 3 years deep into an engineering degree, and suddenly it hits you. Your true passion actually lies in a research lab, not some corporate IT park. So, are you just stuck? Well, the answer is a massive, neon-flashing yes. We are completely busting the myth today that you just have to stay in your lane. Because according to multiple academic guides, including Chandu biology classes, your BTech degree, it's actually a fantastic launchpad for the Joint Admission Test for Masters, better known as IIT JAM. All right, let's break this down with a really simple 3-step explainer cheat sheet so you don't get overwhelmed. Step 1, eligibility. Step 2, balance. And step 3, the strategy. First step, the rules of the game. Are you actually eligible? Yes, you are. For general, OBC, and EWS categories, you just need a 55% aggregate or a 5.5 CGPA in your bachelor's degree. For SC, ST, and PWD candidates, it's 50% or a 5.0 CGPA. I mean, honestly, if you've been even a moderately decent student, this is entirely achievable. But here's where it gets really exciting. There are literally 0 limits holding you back. According to Careers 360, there is no age limit and no limit on the number of attempts. No way, right? Whether you're a second-year student right now, a fresh grad, or even a working professional who took a gap year, the doors to the IITs are wide open. Now, you might be wondering about all that time you already spent. Well, what's super interesting is that your BTech is absolutely not wasted time. If you studied biotech or chemical engineering, you've actually got a massive head start. There is a huge overlap between your core engineering knowledge and the JAM syllabus, especially in stuff like molecular biology, genetics, and applied math. Okay, but let's get real. How much time does this actually take? Well, according to the experts over at PhysicsWallah, the magic number is 4 to 5 hours of daily study. Consistency is your absolute best friend here. You really don't need to be pulling 15-hour study days. You just need to be fiercely dedicated to those 4 to 5 hours. So how in the world do we actually fit that in? Welcome to the BTech Balancing Act. Number 1, try to sync your college syllabus with JAM topics so you aren't doing double the work. Number 2, set really small, bite-sized daily goals. Think like 1 chapter a day. And number 3, this is crucial, do not platform hop. Stick to 1 or 2 trusted study platforms so you don't get totally confused and just waste time. To actually hit those hours, you're going to need some time-saving hacks. Yeah, it's time to make a little sacrifice. You know those long, leisurely college lunch breaks? Turn them into quick revision sessions. That hour-long bus commute, that's the perfect time for practice questions. Follow a mentor, and guys, for the love of your future IIT campus, please put the social media away. Right, so if you're targeting biotechnology, you need to build an absolute heavy artillery study arsenal. Let's look at the absolute best books recommended by VPrep for this exact mission. Get your notebooks ready, because here they come. Bam! Here are your absolute Bibles. For cell bio, it's Lodish. For molecular bio, you want Watson. And for biochem, it's Leninger. And the best part? These aren't just for JAM. Mastering these bad boys sets you up perfectly for your PhD fellowships like the CSI or NET exam down the road. But wait, there are a few more specific weapons you need in your arsenal. For ecology and evolution, you gotta get Peter Stilling. For microbiology, grab Prescott. And for biological techniques, which, by the way, are asked in literally every single exam and interview, you absolutely must read Wilson and Walker. It is famously brilliant for explaining complex numericals step by step. Okay, let's take a quick breath here. If you are pivoting to subjects like physics or chemistry, remember this. It's probably been, 3 years since you touched your foundational basics? Don't rush into the advanced topics. You need to spend time rebuilding that foundation first. Actually, your JEE preparation from way back when will be surprisingly helpful here. So the most crucial point is this. Reading books just isn't enough. The ultimate secret weapon, and this is completely non-negotiable, is mastering the last 20 years of PYQs, or previous year questions. Doing these is literally the only way you'll understand the true pattern, the language, and the hidden traps of the actual exam.
Now, if you need proof that this whole pivot is actually possible, look no further than Sunil Reddy. Sunil was doing his BTech in electronics and communication engineering, but his true passion was pure math. By using these exact strategies, he didn't just pass, he secured All India Rank 2 in JAM Maths and went straight to IIT Bombay. Talk about a real game changer.
Let's look at how this builds into a winning schedule. Sunil used a highly structured, intense, one-month sprint right before the exam. Mondays were for differential equations, Tuesdays for sequences and series, and every single Sunday was dedicated exclusively to taking mock tests and, most importantly, deeply analyzing his mistakes. Sunil had one overarching mantra for his prep, and I want you to really let this sink in. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. He rigorously tracked every single calculation error and time management issue during those Sunday mock tests just so he wouldn't repeat them on the big day.
And hey, speaking of mistakes, here is a kind of funny but totally painful one. Sunil points out the ultimate trap, doing months of intense preparation, reading all those heavy textbooks, and then losing marks simply because you didn't read the word false in a multiple choice question. Read carefully, guys. Don't fall for those silly tricks.
So why put yourself through all this? Why do 4 to 5 extra hours a day while managing a BTech? Because the reward on the other side is absolutely phenomenal. You are unlocking doors to elite research labs, top-tier academic teaching positions, and incredibly lucrative roles in the biotechnology and pharma industries. You're finally chasing your true passion.
And of course, we have the ultimate destination. Just imagine it, walking onto the campus of IIT Bombay, Delhi, Madras, or Kanpur, not just as a student, but as a postgraduate pure science researcher. That is the prestige, and that's the environment you are fighting for.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final challenge today. You know it's possible now. You have the cheat sheet. You know exactly what books to get. Will you aim high enough to change your trajectory? Are you ready to actually put in the work to transition from engineering to the pure sciences? I know you absolutely can do this. If you found this guide helpful and you want more strategies to completely hack your academic journey, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow to learn more.